go, go, go! Keyworth Turkey Trot 2021. Come on! Oh yes, let's go then, kids. Tip top trippers, my name is Donato and welcome to my latest video, which is the full edit version of the Keyworth Turkey Trot half marathon. Let's go. But before we get into the full video of this amazing race, yes, I would really appreciate it, guys, if you could give this video a thumbs up and click on the subscribe button if you haven't already done so, because that really does help my channel. Thank you so much. That way. So yes, guys, a very warm welcome back to each and every one of you. Wow, there's so many of you joining in on this channel now. It's absolutely fantastic and I love it. Yes, I love that you guys that keep coming back, because this is now my fourth time I've ran this particular race, and the first time I ran it was 5 years ago, and dressed as Father Christmas, because I thought it was just a little turkey trot for 5k or something like that, but it turned out to be a half marathon. Yes, that's how prepared I was. But anyway, I'm a little bit more prepared now, but it's been quite a challenging week for me, as I'm sure it's challenging for a lot of you guys here. With here in the UK, things changing. I won't go into the virus debate or whatever, but for me personally, it's been extremely stressful, not because of that, that has contributed to it, but so many other things, life, general. One day I might produce a video and explain all that's been going on, but very stressful. Yesterday's run, and I'm feeling it a bit now, is tension in my eyes and tight chest. So whatever I've had, whatever, you know, it sounds like stress symptoms. Yes, we've all to get here, we've all had to be tested and so on and so forth, so it's all very COVID safe. But yeah, it's been quite a stressful week for me, so I'm looking forward to this in a number of ways, just to get out there and give it some and see what I can do. Yeah, let's crack on and have a little walk around here. So some of you may be wondering, where is Keyworth and what's Keyworth Turkey Trot? Well, this race has been going on for many years, and it's the key charity fundraiser for the Keyworth First Scout group. So it's like a bit of raising funds for the scout group here, which is fantastic. And as you can see, the sun is out and bright, and whilst it's December the 12th 2021, it's plus 12 right now, plus 12 degrees. Remember what it was like the previous few weeks? So last week was a 20 miler that I'd done over at the Worcester Ring, and the week before that was the Derby half marathon, where I ran dressed as Santa Claus. Yes. But it was -3 that day, so very different weather conditions to now. It's a bit blowy here, and when I was driving it, I mean, right now I can feel the wind behind me, so yeah, it's a bit blowy, but conditions look really good for this particular event. And of all the half marathons I've done, I've got to put this down as one of the toughest in terms of elevation change, up and down. It's one of the most undulating events I have ever done, and for a road race. Yeah, now I appreciate some of you guys who do trail events and so on, those are meant to be up and down, but this is a road race. But as I often say, for those of you who are new here, maybe you haven't heard me say this often enough, those who've been around here for 6 years will know that here in England, are there any flat roads? And yeah, is there such a thing as a flat road, a flat course, apart from running around lakes or along canals? But even canals, as you saw last week, can have a few ups and downs as well. So this is, I would say, it's probably the toughest in terms of up and down. And I know for a lot of people, they'll often say, oh, to every up there's a down. But all I have to say to those guys is quads. Yes, guys, quads. Don't you love your quads on these hills? And for those who've ran Boston Marathon, yes, what is it? Right on Hereford, left on Boston. Yes, we'll know about hills. Yeah. And yeah, I'm on the road now where the start will be, here on Church Street. So I'm just literally just getting my bearings again. Whilst I may have done this event a number of times, I just want to get my bearings, stretch my legs out, because I've been in the car for almost an hour and a half sitting down, so I need to get things going. I'm going to get back to the van, get changed, do a warm-up, and yeah, get the warm-up done and get changed ready for the race. In fact, I can see they've already erected the finish line. So yeah, normally the finish line is the start point is somewhere along here. So I'm just looking at here's one of the signs here for the road, as you can see. Turkey Trot. Yes, Turkey Trot, Sunday 12th of December. Expect delays. Catch you in a moment. Finish line. That's where I hope to be. 90 odd minutes from the start, I hope. So the big question is, guys, despite how undulating the course may be, the hills, the ups, the downs, the wind, what's happened in the past week, all the stress and anxieties that I have, would I be able to run, can I run a sub 90-minute half marathon at the age of 60? Well, 60 and 6 months and a bit. Can I? Only time will tell. Let's go. Did I tell you another random fact about the Keyworth Turkey Trot? Well, in previous years the numbers have been limited to 1,000, and it is a top local race where all the top club runners from around the area turn up for their local inter-club challenge, you know, for the fastest runners winning their trophies and bragging rights for being the best local club. And I think one year they upped it to 1,100 runners. It'd be interesting to see how many entries we have this year, because last year it got cancelled due to COVID, so it'd be interesting to see how many runners we have, whether it's got to the 1,000 or 1,100 as before. Bright sunshine, so time to get changed. Okay guys, I'm all changed, time for a warm-up. Let's go. Yes guys, warm-up time. So I'm in long trousers, should we call them, running tracksuit and long sleeve top, just as part of the warm-up. This won't be my race gear, but already I can feel it's pretty blowy out here. Yes, so this wind's going to make it interesting, shall we say. Yeah, we can't do anything about the weather, so we're all running in the same weather, so let's just do me warm up and see how we get on. So that's the warm up done, and yes, it does seem to be warming up, but oh, that wind is oh so blowy. So back to the van, change into my race gear, and then it's race time. So I'm in my race gear in the van, and it's totally steamed up here, so I'm obviously very warm. Yeah, science, yes. So what am I taking with me on my race today? It's my trusty fanny pack, and inside it's got mobile phone, but also I'll be carrying 2 gels. Whilst I may not be taking both of those, it all depends how I feel. At the half marathon that I done at Derby, I didn't feel like taking any, and I didn't because I felt sick. I've got 2 types, a regular one and a caffeine one. So depending on how I feel at a certain point, I may take one. That's all I've ever taken on a half at the most. Most half marathons that I have raced, no gels, no water, no nothing. So, but do what works for you. Yeah, don't try and copy me, because I am me. And that's my little caveat there. And also that will go in the fanny pack is the van keys. Yes, I know. So I'll be carrying a fair bit around my waist. But anyway, I'm going to wait till the very last minute and I can go over there. 20 past 10, we're congregating into sections of time, predicted time finish. So it minimises the amount of people passing each other and all that kind of jazz because of the COVID regulations, whatever. Anyway, see you shortly. Okay guys, it's time to head over to the start of the race. Yes, I forgot to mention I've got my visor because the sun's quite low. I won't do the sunglasses because they tend to bounce up and down on my face. But anyway, visor, race vest, watches on, Let's go. So we're now all heading to the start and congregate there. I can already see Father Christmas is there, which is really good to see him pop by. You may recall I told you about the signs telling you what times, so these are dotted all the way along the start line, under 1 hours 30, 1:31 to 1:40 and so on and so forth, so nicely laid out, spread out. So let's go into my little slot. Right, we are literally almost ready for the start. Everybody's congregated at the front, the sub 130, towards the back, the 131 and beyond. Yes, let's get ready to rumble. Here we go, go, go! Keyworth Turkey Trot 2021. Come on! Oh yes, let's go then, kids. Remember, 13.1 miles.
You got to watch on. I can't.
So we're off to quite a start, bit of a downhill and then uphill, and now what looks like semi-flat, and running into the wind. So another nice downhill section here. Get our breath back before we start hitting the hills. Very gusty, windy here, but hey, enough of the weather report. Let's run. We're on the first hill, but it's the first sort of semi-climb, and then there's a dip, and then it's the actual blooming climb. Woo! Holy mother of God, this is a bloody killer. And this is only the first major one. I think there's another 2 or 3. God. So first hill done. Ooh, that was a proper stonker. So onwards. I think we've done about 3.5 miles so far. So let's go. Cyclists passing by with Christmas music. Where else but in England? I'm just beginning to get into my stride. I gotta admit, the first mile felt really rough, but let's see how this goes, eh? Just coming up 6 miles. This is where the business end starts. Oh yes, let's go. Now that's what you call undulating. Just past 7 miles, so well over halfway. Let's get going. Just past mile 8. Gel taken. For those interested, it was the caffeine one. So let's go. Last 5.1 miles to go. Just past 9 miles. I think that gel went in nicely. Felt a bit bad to start with, but getting into my stride now. 4 miles to go. Coming up to the last hill now, before the actual kicker, because there's a kicker right at the finish, over the brow and then down to the finish. But yeah, oh, this is so super tough. Oh man, this wind uphill is an absolute killer. Can I get that sub 90? Oh man, last push, 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 come on. Oh fuck.
Good time?
What's 30 seconds between frames? Okay, now, excuse my friend.
That's alright, you just run 13 miles, you're allowed to say what you like.
Jesus. Oh. Oh man. I pushed it all that good on that last section, but hey ho. Missed it by seconds. But do you know what? I done it. So I'm happy with that. Thank you very much. Let's go and chill out, cool down. Well, I may have missed me sub 90 by a few seconds, and I didn't get my age category, but I'm here with Ian, who won the 60 an overage category. How was the run for you, Ian?
It was good. Yeah, it's hilly.
It's damn hilly,
but
windy.
But there's some nice downhill bits. So.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You enjoyed that?
Run, yes.
I presume it's not your first one here,
No.
is it?
We run it most years. Have done for the last 10 or 12 years, I think.
10 or 12 years, so you're local here?
Yeah.
Right, you'll see Barrow runners. Where's Barrow? It's obviously a Neolithic kind of thing.
Famous for the
stone.
For the plesiosaur skeleton.
Okay, yeah, I can see the skeleton there.
The first whole plesiosaur ever discovered.
Wow. So there you go, guys, a bit of history. You always bring your history here, but thank you so much for chatting with me, and congratulations on winning.
Well done on your run.
Thank you. Whew, so I'm heading back to the van now. That was, it was a tough run, and I mean, I got into my stride and I'm going at a certain pace. I went as fast as I could. I think from about mile 9, 10, I think I went like a bull in a china shop, and the last few hitters, or whatever you call them, what do you call a sort of short sharp hill towards the end, kickers, that's it, kickers, that took it out of me. But by then I'd already passed the 90-minute just. But it's great chatting with Ian. He passed me with about 4 miles to go, and he looked very strong and consistent, and well done to him, and well done to everyone. I mean, this is a tough course. If you want a challenge, and it's not about the time here, it's about the enjoyment and also contributing to the charity here, and it's brilliant. I love it. That's why I've come here. This is my 4th time now, and each time is a different challenge. And considering everything I've been through for this week, I am super chuffed with that. So pleased, and I hope you guys are too. So yeah, we can only go onwards and upwards, can't we, guys? Yeah. So I'm trying to find, there's lots of arrows here I'm following. Oh yeah, here we go. It's like a crystal maze here. But yeah, so I think I need a proper stretching. So I'm going to go back, change into some dry clothes, do a cool down run, and stretch, and then head back. But oh boy, that was super good. Right, back at the van. Let's get changed. Oh gosh, that feels stiff already. The beauty of having a van. Mobile home, yes. Okay guys, off for me cool down run, and oh boy, I think my quads and calves are going to say something to me tomorrow morning. But no, let's get this cool down run done, because it's essential. Keep the old mobility going, help with the recovery. But oh yes, so I'll give you a report when I get back to the van. It's quite bright sunshine here and windy, so I'll give you a quick summary when I get back. Well guys, the cool down run is complete, and boy did I need that. Oh, the muscles were all so stiff. But I've just had a quick look at the splits, and yes, the last 10 minutes I think I went like a bull in a china shop. I really went for it, because I thought, can I get under the 90 minutes? Missed it by about 20 odd seconds, but hey, you know, what's 20 seconds between friends? And considering all things considered, with the week that I've had, with the stress and anxiety, panic attacks and all that jazz, it's just been so much lack of sleep. I know it sounds like excuses, but that's actually life as it is for me right now. So considering all that, and it is one of the toughest routes I know as a half marathon, I'm super happy with that. Yeah, it's been quite something, and considering this time last week I was doing a 22-mile race, and I kicked in the last sort of 5-6 miles in that as well. You could say I've not done specific half marathon training for this, so for that time, my age for a 60-year-old, hey, I'm super happy with that, and I hope you guys are too. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed putting it together. I filmed what I could when I could and talking to you guys, so it's been quite an adventure this year. And yeah, if you're watching the short edit, I'll be doing a full edit later on in the week, and I'll be going through how the legs have been feeling, how they've been recovering, but they feel a lot better now than when I just finished. So cool down runs, stretching is essential, and yeah, make sure you fuel up and so on. So I've already had recovery drink and stuff, actually, which was from winning age category. Last week they gave me lots of goodies and stuff, and one of them was these protein powders. So I thought, as I've got them, might as well use them. I haven't used them for many years, but hey, give it a go now. So I'm going to head back now, and I'll probably stop for some junk food on the way back if I see that on the motorway. But yeah, why not? It's a bright sunny day. It's been so warm and I was sweating buckets. So it's great to be running a race in December in just a vest and shorts, no gloves, no nothing, and the visor just to keep the sun off. But yeah, fantastic. Now, I loved it at the time. Oh boy, it was, feel that pain? Oh, it was like an enjoyment. I so love my running, and as I said at the beginning, if you are new here, a very warm welcome, because I do things a little differently. And I had a private message from one of the guys who's a recent subscriber, literally in the past couple of weeks, sent a private message this week saying that I just wanted to tell me how much I enjoy my videos, and I've got to say this, I'm not being big-headed, but the person said better than some of the big YouTubers out there. So hey, I just like to keep it real. There's no buttercups and rainbows with me. It's just how it is. Yeah, you get the real stuff here. So no additives. Yeah, warts and all. Hey, so see you all soon, and as I say, long edit will be coming up later in the week. So although if this is the long edit, you've already got it. Yeah, I'll see how to work out what the edits are and so on and so forth. But anyway, see you soon, guys. Thank you all so much. Take care. Bye bye bye. Yes, it's now Wednesday evening following the half marathon. A big thank you to each and every one of you who've got all the way to the very end. This is my little addendum to the full edit, and yes, lots to reflect on, lots of things going on, and I do appreciate the support and love that you guys are showing to me, because it's absolutely fantastic. Got the old Christmas tree here. It's not mine, I'm over staying at some friends, and yeah, there's a lot been going on, and there's been some good news, not so good, there's some fantastic news. Hopefully, fingers crossed, things will be working out by the end of this week, but all I want to focus on is the actual event, the running, and similar to after the 22-mile trail run, on the Tuesday when I went out for my first run, which was yesterday morning, I just went out for a quick, 50-odd minutes, but nice and slowly. When I say quick, it's elapsed time, but very slowly at, what was it, whatever pace it was, 5 minutes 30 per kilometre. So what does that work out? 8.5 minute miling, 9 minute miling, nice and slow. Very easy, and the legs feel great. So that's really good news, despite me absolutely thrashing them for those last couple of miles. And as you may have seen on video, the recovery run was not easy for me. It was quite painful, but yeah, you know, this 60-year-old body can only take so much. And yes, whilst on one side I might reflect and missed the sub 90 minute by 20 seconds. What's 20 seconds? I mean, for that course, I know that on a flat course, and without those conditions, and in terms of how I felt physically, mentally, and so on, get under sub 90, but it's getting it done. So yes, let's just keep it going. And but unfortunately, on today's run, I was planning on going out for a couple of hours, but after about 20 minutes, 25, wasn't feeling good at all, and just turned around and came back. That's the benefits of doing an out and back run. If you don't feel good after a certain amount of time, I can just turn around and come back, rather than doing a circular route, which sometimes you can be lost in some parts, lost in space, so to speak. But hey ho, hey ho. Let's see what tomorrow morning brings. And by the time you get to see this, it will be Thursday, I think. Depends on how quick this uploads in terms of where I am. But yeah, that's it for this year in terms of races. I was looking maybe to do some others or whatever, but there's been so much on, and I really need to rest myself mentally and just keep things ticking over. So I will be starting the Mission Marathon training sessions series for you guys to follow. So please do keep sharing with your friends, family, whether they're runners, non-runners. And you may have seen my old song, the 12 Days of Running, which I produced, that's over 4 years ago that was produced. It's coming up to 5 years. Yeah, it might be 5 years when I produced that song. But yeah, it's not me singing on it, by the way, but you know, song and lyrics, music and lyrics by me and my bro, and my bro got to sing it as well. So yeah, I do get to do other things apart from just running. Might be running related, but hey. So I'm going to go now because otherwise I'll end up wittering. But all I can say to you guys is thank you all so much for the amazing support over the past this year. It's been a tough year for many of us. And as I said, I might produce a video sometime in the future, but I'm not an oversharer. You know, something really bad happened on Monday, which involved, I had to get the law enforcers involved. Not pleasant, but hey, you know, I spoke with them, I spoke to a number of professionals, we talked it through. So I'm fine, so you don't need to worry about that. But things happen when you're out in with the public. So yeah, such fun. And I wasn't even running or on a bike or anything like that. I was just sitting, minding my own business. But some people clearly want to take exception, shall we say, to you sitting down, minding your own business. But yeah, what to do. Life goes on, and I'm sure it does go on for you guys, but I'd love to hear in the comments. Leave some comments below. I'd love to hear from you what your plans are for next year. I probably will produce one last video, or see how I feel. And yeah, life, hey, not as we know it, Jim. Thank you all so much. I better go. Back to the music. Da, 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 da. Bye. Love you all. Bye.